Welcome back. Did you know 1 in every 7 insurance claims get denied? That's almost 200 million claims a year. And many of these end up in the billing department, causing delays in getting paid. So, how do you stop these denial codes? Unfortunately, you cannot eliminate them all, but you can reduce them significantly. Today, we're focusing on one of the most common denial codes, CO 150. So let's dive into it. First things first, let's talk about what a denial code actually is. A denial code is issued by the insurance company after they process a claim. This indicates something in the claim didn't match up with the files correctly. So there's 2 types of denial codes. CO denial codes, which stand for contractually obligated. This means the insurance company is required by contract to pay the claim. But something went wrong. PR denial codes, which stands for patient responsibility. This indicates that the patient is responsible for the entirety of the bill. Today we're focusing on CO 150. So let's break down what it means and how you can handle it. Denial code CO 150 is a tricky code. This denial code usually happens when there's a mismatch between what the doctor documented and what's being billed. Essentially, the insurance company believes the service was unnecessary based on the information they have. Here are the common causes of this denial code. Number 1, inadequate documentation. If the doctor's notes doesn't provide enough information about the service, the billing department might struggle to correctly code and submit the claim. Number 2, lack of medical necessity. If the claim doesn't clearly show why the service was necessary for this patient, the insurance company might reject it. Number 3, non-covered services. Sometimes the service isn't covered by the patient's insurance. This could happen if the service was too extreme without prior treatments. Number 4, lack of prior authorization. If the service requires prior approval but was performed without it, the claim might be denied. Number 5, incorrect coding. If the CPT, current procedural terminology, codes are wrong, the insurance company might think the wrong services were provided, leading to a denial. So now you know what could cause this denial code, but how do you fix it? Proper documentation. Ensure the doctor's notes are thorough and show why the service was necessary. This can help the billing department and the insurance company understand the rationale behind the service. Make sure the service is approved before it's performed. This way, the billing department won't waste time submitting claims that are already doomed to be denied. Proper staff training. This one is often overlooked. Denial codes change over time, and if your team isn't up to date, it can cause avoidable mistakes. Hiring a clearinghouse. A clearinghouse helps scrub your claims before submitting them to the insurance company. They catch errors early, so you don't have to deal with denials later. By focusing on these strategies, you can significantly reduce the likelihood of receiving the denial code CO 150. But even with these precautions, you might still receive this denial code. So let's talk about how you can address this denial code when it happens. So now that you received denial code CO 150, what should you do next? The first step is to check physician documentation. Review the doctor's notes to ensure the service was necessary. If it was, you can file an appeal. Reviewing the patient's insurance policy is next. Sometimes errors happen on the insurance company's end. Check the patient's policy to see if the denial code was justified. Review the bill for errors. Mistakes in the bill, like incorrect codes or dates, can trigger denial code CO 150. Make sure everything matches up. You can also resubmit or appeal the denial code. If the bill was correct, you can appeal this denial code. If there was an error, you can fix them and resubmit the claim. It is important to show all your documentation in order to appeal the claim. The more evidence you have, the more chances you are to get the claim approved. Denial code CO 150 can be tough, but knowing what causes it and how to fix it is key. Proper documentation, securing authorization in advance, keeping your team trained, and using a clearinghouse can help minimize these denial codes. When denials do happen, having a clear process in place to address them will save you time and frustration. If you want to learn more about preventing denial codes, reach out to Tactics. And since you've made it this far into the video, you might as well like it, share it, and comment down below.